The secret of getting ahead is getting started. नमस्कार फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू हेडलाइंस ऑफ द डे। इस वीडियो में हमारा फोकस होगा इंडियन एक्सप्रेस के ऊपर और आज की हमारी पहली इंपॉर्टेंट हेडलाइन है सस्पेक्ट पीएम आवास लिस्ट इन वेस्ट बंगाल, अलार्म बेल्स rang early, went unheard. It is available on page number 1 and year related paper to polity and governance. In this article we have to know about प्रधान मंत्री आवास योजना ग्रामीण, its features, challenges and suggestions। तो दोस्तों इसको लाइन बाय लाइन हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है एंड लिंक भी अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। बाकी अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो गवर्नमेंट रोल्ड आउट द स्कीम विद इफेक्ट फ्रॉम 1 अप्रैल 2016 एंड इट एम्स टू प्रोवाइड हाउसिंग टू ऑल बाय द ईयर 2024, राइट? Our next important headline is 5 billion people globally still vulnerable to health hazards, WHO report. It is available on page number 2 and year related paper to health section C. In this article, we have to know findings of report titled Countdown to 2023 WHO report on global trans fat elimination 2022. So friends, it is an annual status report published by WHO in collaboration with Resolve to Save Lives, and the report tracks the progress towards the goal of trans fat elimination in 2023. And friends, recent report highlighted that 5 billion people globally remain unprotected from harmful trans fat, increasing their risk of heart disease and death, right? Baki other points you can go through this article. Our next important headline is Indian field gun to replace colonial era 25 pounder. It is available on page number 10 and year related paper 3 defense section say. In this article we have to know what is the story behind the gun salutes on Republic Day and learn facts related to Indian field guns. तो दोस्तों Army's British era 25 pounder guns which traditionally offered the symbolic 21 gun salute to the President of India and national flag on Republic Day will be replaced by the indigenous 105 mm Indian field guns this year, right? And do you know friends, 21 gun salute begins when sword of the commandant of the President's bodyguards comes down at the shout of Rashtriya salute for the President, right? Baki other points you can go through this article. Our next important headline is President gives away Bal Puraskar to 11 children. It is available on page number 10 and here related paper to polity and governance. In this article we have to know about Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar. So friends, recently President of India conferred the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar to 11 selected children, and do you know friends, the awards are conferred upon the children in the age group of 15 to 18 years, and these awards are given to selected students for their excellence in 6 categories, and these are art and culture, bravery, innovation, scholastic, social service and sports, right? Our next important headline is INS Wagir inducted to Navy stealth class submarine will serve as a potent deterrent for adversaries, says Chief. It is available on page number 10 and year related paper 3 defense section. Say in this article we have to know about INS Wagir. So friends, recently Indian Navy commissioned its 5th Kalavari class submarine named Wagir, and friends it has been built indigenously and it is capable of undertaking diverse missions including anti-submarine warfare, intelligence gathering, mine laying and surveillance missions, right? Our next important headline is Jobs Data and its discontents. It is available on page number 13 and year related paper 3 growth, development and employment. तो दोस्तों in this article we have to know what are the data estimates about employment growth in India, issues linked to it and suggestions। तो दोस्तों ये तीनों ही पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर्ड हैं, आप एक बार देख लीजिएगा। बाकी ओवरव्यू अगर हम देखें तो both government and non-government data show a healthy employment gain since pre-COVID-19, right? Our next important headline is co-location case, SAT sets SEBI's payback order aside. It is available on page number 15 and year related paper 3 economy section से। In this article we have to know about Securities Appellate Tribunal and its functions। तो दोस्तों it is a statutory body established under the provisions of Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992 to hear and dispose of appeals against orders passed by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, right? Our next important headline is Kerala's man-elephant conflict. It is available on page number 16 and here related to paper 3 environment section. Say in this article we have to know what are the causes of human-elephant conflict in Kerala, other threats posed to elephant population, government's initiatives and what more steps need to be taken in this context। तो दोस्तों ये सारे पॉइंट्स लाइन बाय लाइन हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर्ड है, लिंक अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। उसके अलावा कुछ पॉइंट्स आप यहाँ से भी देख सकते हैं, राइट? आवर नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हेडलाइन इज गवर्नमेंट्स इमरजेंसी पावर टू ब्लॉक कंटेंट यूज्ड फॉर बीबीसी फिल्म। इट इज अवेलेबल ऑन पेज नंबर 16 and here related paper to polity and governance. In this article we have to know what are the emergency provisions and how often have they been used and what can users whose content has been impacted do। तो दोस्तों कल ही इसको हमारी वेबसाइट पे बहुत अच्छे से कवर किया गया है, लिंक भी अवेलेबल करा दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में, राइट? आवर नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हेडलाइन इज कैन अ जर्नलिस्ट बी मेड टू डिस्क्लोज सोर्सेज what courts have said. It is available on page number 16 and ये related paper to polity and governance से. In this article we have to know what is the law on protection of journalistic sources in India, what did the court say, recommendations for change in law and position in other countries. तो दोस्तों ये सारे पॉइंट्स लाइन बाय लाइन यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन किए गए हैं, आप एक बार देख लीजिएगा. बाकी अगर हम ओवरव्यू देखें तो रिसेंटली दिल्ली कोर्ट हैज हेल्ड दैट देयर इज नो स्टैट्यूटरी एग्जम्पशन इन इंडिया टू जर्नलिस्ट फ्रॉम डिस्क्लोजिंग देयर सोर्सेज टू इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसीज. नाउ व्हाट इज द लीगल प्रोटेक्शन फॉर डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ जर्नलिस्टिक सोर्सेज. तो दोस्तों इन इंडिया देयर इज नो स्पेसिफिक लेजिस्लेशन दैट प्रोटेक्ट्स जर्नलिस्ट फ्रॉम बीइंग आस्क्ड टू डिस्क्लोज देयर सोर्सेज, बट आर्टिकल 19 of the Constitution guarantees the right to freedom of speech and expression to all citizens, and Supreme Court broadly recognizes the freedom of press, including the right of journalists to ensure protection of their sources, and various courts have ruled differently on this issue, right? Our next and last important headline is immune imprinting. It is available on page number 16 and here related to paper 3 science and technology से. In this article we have to know about immune imprinting and how does it work. दोस्तों it is a tendency of the body to repeat its immune response based on the first variant it encountered through infection or vaccination, right? तो दोस्तों बाकी other points के लिए you can go through this article. तो friends आज के लिए इतना ही. Thanks for listening. For regular updates you can follow us on various social media platforms.